Hello, everyone. If you're watching, we're back with the next. We are back with the next. Back in the groove with Pete and Tyson. Thanks for coming back on. We're hitting it 2 times, Pete.
Mate, we are on a roll at this stage. It's been a oh no,
What's that?
did I just get rid of you? I'm sorry if I'm gone.
No,
What?
you're good.
Wonder where you went on my hair. Oh well, we're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
I'm sorry, 1 second. My end. Where are you? I've lost you here, so I can't see you. That doesn't matter. You can hear me. That's all that
Yeah, I
matters.
can hear. I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hit
sick.
buttons on my computer, and when I do that, it's a bit of a problem here. It's an issue. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We're not
sure,
real
sure,
high
sure.
tech, but what an amazing morning, Tyson. Getting straight into it.
Yeah,
Unbelievable, unbelievable scenes, I guess if you want to call it that. Um, at the dirt contest this morning.
for sure. Yeah, I was actually going over the contest footage just from the top three. Um, obviously I'm not a judge, but it's interesting to see how things are getting judged these days. Like, I'll run through a few of the tricks. Pete, maybe you can tell me what you think. So, okay, so we've got first place was Brady Baker, who went obviously back to back. Now I feel like X Games maybe could be a little bit biased towards creating a storyline. I know that the judges are
Exactly.
independent of that, but I think that that's a big thing for the X Games is creating. They love creating moments and memories, and for Brady Baker to go back to back is a big thing. But in watching it back, it's really hard to pick the differences that gave Brady the win. If I'm being honest, so what I saw, we've got the first trick on the first jump from Brady was a cash roll tail whip to a little bit of a table out. Massive, massive trick. So if you were to score that versus Brandon's backflip triple tail whip, what are we thinking? So for me, Pete, I would say that the cash roll tail whip is definitely the best move out of the two. The flip triple whip was amazing too, and then what I think is interesting is compared to the next jump, I think we had Brady do a flip double tail whip versus a 360 flip. Now again, you'd probably say that the 360 flip is a big trick. It's hard to know what's bigger, flip double tail whip or a 360 flip. It's just I feel like a lot of the things come in and out of vogue. Like cash rolls are happening all the time, but I would potentially say that that's like a front flip 360, right? We were talking about the other day,
Yeah.
and to compare that to a flip double whip, I don't know. What are you thinking? For you personally,
Man, it was a really hard one to watch. I thought uh, um, it would have been a one jab base. All the tricks were really starting to get up there to that level where they're all bangers, like I
mm,
was kind of saying when we were watching, like shit, if you're not doing all absolutely smooth, huge tricks, which would be considered box tricks in a maybe a park run, and like the banger box trick. Like we're not talking like I was nervous for Ant that the triple was huge. Like he went so high, like the amplitude was really big, and I think that was rewarded. But where I was nervous for him, that with 7 as a flat kind of pushing through speed 7 looked badass, but like to someone like myself, I was like, shit, that lacked amplitude there because he came a bit low off the first into that cash roll. But I think being that the Aussie flip was so. Oh, I just think it's a new one. I think it was a new one. He really well, but Brady Baker, man, it's hard to say. Like he just threw big trick after big trick after big trick, and so smooth, and just all day. Like so, like I feel like we want to say it's the narrative, but I definitely feel like he's earned his spot.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not taking anything away from him. I think just one of the things that, looking back at it, I guess it's more the cash roll versus a 360 double tail for me. A lot of the time back in the day, you would see 360 double tail whips a lot. Like I remember Anthony Napolitan was like winning Dew Tour back in probably 2007 with 360 double tail whips on the last set. And it's a big trick, but then it's kind of like, when something brand new comes out, like the cash roll that gets judged really, really highly, but then all of a sudden everyone starts learning how to do them, and it becomes something that not a lot of people don't judge it as high, And I think it's just really interesting to see that variance in tricks, like where do you put different tricks.
What we forget too is, well, this is where it gets really difficult for judges because, at the end of the day, you can do that trick consistently, and I find cash rolls are the new front. So like they're that gaining speed, gaining that maneuver. You lack a bit of speed, you throw that cash roll, if that makes sense. And it appears to me that it's still scored really well, even though to me I feel like it's a bit of a cop out because they're like throwing up over forwards. Some of the cash rolls we're seeing go really big. Some are definitely a lower, more transitioning forward kind of move, and it's just I'm finding it hard to understand where the scores are being determined or where those tricks might lie. I know at one point, Nitro Circus looked at giving the scores a number, and then it being like the final score being determined by potentially how well it's achieved or how high it's done, and like that move is like was obviously shot down, but it makes sense once you start to see just 3 big hits or 4 big hits in a row like we saw. You can kind of just have a value, but then where I think that this stuff, the creativity is gone, and that use of the, what tricks they link together being like a showcase of their overall skills, because I always bring this back, and whenever I coach the kids, I say the same thing. At the end of the day, it's an overall impression. There is no physical numbers we can give these tricks because they don't exist. So, to see someone like J2 do like, that flip Superman, which, it's just a backy and it's just a Superman, but man, it looks unbelievable. It's really well done. So it's rewarded, really. A lot of people doing riskier tricks, but maybe not achieving them as well. Or, where do those tricks all line up? For me, the new trick thing is always going to be the leading one. So Brandon clearly has done well with that. In the past, I think Ryan Williams has won like best trick with that trick. So, and to do it so perfectly, I think was just like a massive, turning point in the runs, or even just for Brandon. But to see, for example, now the double front from Ryan not be rewarded, like that is gnarly. Like I couldn't stop talking about it, even remembering times I saw other people do it. Like it's physically a wild trick. So I'm not really sure where this is all falling into at the minute, Tyson. But one thing I'm really interested to see is now what's going to happen in park.
Yeah, I agree. Like being able to see all that stuff in dirt, and then see someone like Brandon who's got the opportunity to then take it over to the park. That's going to be massive. So, yeah, I'm excited to see. We saw yesterday the women's park. If anyone wanted to go and watch the live stream, it's obviously up on the Backbone YouTube channel. The park's an interesting one, and I think to see that variance in style is going to be no more prevalent than in the park. Like what you were saying with J2 doing the big flip Superman. It's the things that stand out, So like we've got Dovey, who's got like a crazy different style to someone like Boyd Hilda, who's got a crazy different style to someone like, I don't know, Daniel Sandoval or someone like that. And I kind of feel like there's going to be a bit of yeah, a bit of to and fro with the different styles and the how the judges reward that sort of stuff.
No, I fully agree, and like what I'm liking also is X Games has brought a little bit of a change in style and how some of these riders are approaching the contest in general. And this has made me more excited than anything, Tyson, because we talk about it time and time again. Everyone's like, oh, Olympics has ruined it and it's done this and it's done. And I hear so many people, in the course scene being upset. But I personally look at it now and go, they get it. They're not silly. They're rocking up to these events and they're still doing the bigger tricks, but we are certainly seeing them use the park better. And we're just seeing like just a change in how they attack it. And I think that's really cool to see. And that gives me positivity knowing that, there is still that core kind of due to a vibe, if you want to call it that,
Mm,
where the parks do dictate a bit of the style a little bit, and standing out means riding the park differently, not necessarily just doing the biggest trick.
for sure. Yeah. 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 It's gonna be an exciting one, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think there's a few transfers that we're probably going to see unlocked. you know, there's some wild things going down. I saw in on the RBMX channel there was like some psychotic things that were just being practiced. So yeah, this is gonna be a sick one. Got who we got? I'm gonna look up the lineup. Let's go to men's BMX park. We got, for those watching, we've got Willie, Ryan Williams up on the screen right now talking about who knows what because I've got no sound from the X Games.
He's talking
stuff.
about the best trick at the minute. They're asking him a few questions about the dirt, of course, and he's having a bit of a laugh because obviously it didn't all go to plan, but he's like he's really honing in on this best trick right now, talking about that being his strengths. And you know what? Who's denying that's not his strength? He's turning into a bit of a character in the extreme sports world right now. I think X Games have really taken hold of it, and love him or hate him, I really think what I love the most about is the narrative he's created for himself. He's been a scooter kid that's been bullied and then converted to BMX and he's taken over the world. He's doing everything that everyone's told people isn't cool, time and time again, whether it be jet fuel bikes, titanium this, titanium that. You just can't deny the kid can ride a bike. Like you cannot deny what he's doing is some of the most amazing stuff you've ever seen. And look, here's some perfect examples. Ryan just explaining, how he trains for these events and does stuff. And Tyson, one thing that I found really interesting is like you and I, like we both ride big jumps a fair bit. He's got so honed in with his training ramp because I was like, we've talked about building jumps at his house, and I was like, man, let's do it. Like, let's build this, this training facility. Like, you've got the house, you've got the floor, you've got everything. And he goes, he's kind of keen, like, but there's no one there that would ride the big jumps with him, first of all. And then second of all, he's got to maintain him. Like, he's very realistic in that. Like, he doesn't know what he's going to do there. And he goes, man, he just basically works off timing, watches a clip, 3 to 4 seconds in the air, jumps the jumper, whatever, X Games dirt jump course, whatever monster, calculates the same amount of time. He goes, right, he knows within this amount of time, I can do this trick, this trick, this trick, this trick. It's so calculated. And it's like, he just looks like he's just a weapon out there, just ADHD in life. But he's actually pretty calculated in how he does these tricks and then brings it to the jumps. And I would never have ever thought to do it that way. And to me, that's like, it's just changed my whole mindset on like how you could actually prepare yourself to ride a big gap or a big jump. Even like you can do that. You could perhaps go further into the foam pit, factoring the time you're in the air, knowing that and you're timing it. You're not physically filming. You're just knowing that, all right, you've made this many rotations within this time. That blows me away. Like
that's crazy, man. I would have never have thought to do that. That's super. Honestly, that's calculated as. That's crazy.
It's really calculated to the point where it's like it feels overdone, but he's proven us all wrong time and time again. And I think there's merit to everyone. Like a big thing I was always taught is always listen to what everybody has to say and wants to teach you. But one thing you must always do is like be a strong enough human to be able to decide on your own where you want to use little bits so that you have your own flavor. But like you might listen to everything they say and you take a bit from here and take a bit from there. And I think Ryan Williams is a very interesting take on how he trains and does I hate the word train even, but like rides in his spare time. Like he just loves trying new shit. Like that's
Yeah.
his love, you know?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can't take that away from him, but how he then brings that to this is where I just go, wow, that is actually pretty impressive. You know what I mean?
Totally, man. Totally. Yeah, I've got the start list for X Games Park. So we've got, it's actually really interesting. It's a pretty eclectic mix. So Nick Bruce, Marcus Christopher, Josh Dove, Justin Dow, Boyd Hilda, Brandon Lupos, Kevin Peraza, Daniel Sandoval, Jose Torres, and Bryce Tryon. So yeah, I'm actually surprised to see there's like all of the, well, not all of them, but 3 out of the 5 American riders are like basically in the Olympic hunt with Justin Dowell and Marcus Christopher. I think they made the Olympics, did they not?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got obviously Brandon Lupos was hunting for the Olympics for a bit. I actually was joking with Chris Bearton that what happens if Lupos dominates the X Games and then jumps on the mic afterwards and does like a call out, Olympics, I'm coming for you. Yeah, would he be able to get that last spot? You know what I'm saying? But apparently, I don't want to give it away, but yeah, apparently there's a little bit more to it than just call outs at the X Games.
I love a good call out. More, However,
turn it into the WWE, you know what I'm saying? Like you just
yeah, absolutely, and like I'm loving starting to see the footage now. We start to see clips of Jose Torres now. At the last X Games, that course was so rad, kind of different setup.
For sure.
I'm looking here, watching, the guys on screen. They got chicken nuggets, man, chips, big ass pretzels. I'm just sculling me big ass Red Bull because, man, I'm cooked. But I just love the production of X Games in general. You know what I mean? They do such a good job. Like they have for so long, and it gets me G'd up every time to watch it.
Yeah, totally, man. It's pretty interesting. I have said this a bunch of times. How's Kevin Peraza with Wiz Khalifa? That's pretty crazy. But issues here. We've got it starting back again. Pete, you there?
I'm here.
All right, cool. Sorry, mate. We had a bit of a technical difficulty, but we're back on. So.
Mate, is all the internet stations freezing over in Canberra, mate?
Yeah, mate. Feeling like it. But we're back on. So here we go.
We've just been through the rider list there that you just did a quick run through. It's Nick Bruce up on course. Doing a Huffy bikes now.
I know, Huffy, dude. TL88.
Oh, damn.
First Huffy athlete in 20 years, probably since Nastasio left. Think about that.
Damn. That's wild. I think it's kind of cool. I'm loving seeing a few of these brands kind of reinvesting in it. Like, there's no reason why they can't. Like, most of these factories make the same stuff these days.
All right.
Nick Bruce,
dropping
straight in.
Boom. 40 seconds. Big blank air. Probably not wanting that.
He is going to just roll this out.
Yeah, he's definitely just using this as an extra practice run by the looks of things. Oh, big flare. Yeah,
the box is definitely looking a little sharp on the way back when they're coming back, but I like it. It's because boxes were never made to jump backwards. I feel like they've got tamer and tamer as they got taller, meaning more transition to land coming back. But Nick Bruce, they're shutting her down. One air, she's no good.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone who's joined the live chat too. Appreciate you. I can see there's a few people on. Give us a holler in the live chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Shank, Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, Mr. Joe Simpson.
Oh, cool, Joe. Mean as, bro.
Mean as. I'm loving all your imitations at the moment, Tyson. Just for record, I feel like you could definitely do more of those.
Oh, we've got a few early predictions. So Joe Simpson. Torres, Christopher Dove.
Sorry, I'm just
straight in. Yeah, Dovey. Boom. Big no foot can.
Oh, wow, that was absolutely extension
what was
at all times.
That looked like he had go-go gadget arms. That was crazy. Oh, that 270 into the step down. That was mad. Boosted.
He is just commanding this course right now. What I like is, here we go. We are seeing use of course to the max.
Yep.
Unique
the
and
sit
different
down
tricks.
3. 15 seconds.
Unbelievable.
Nice. 3-1 foot
You know
table.
what? We just seen him have a little bit of a hang up too. Maybe those girls struggling yesterday, we feel a little bit better for. What?
Oh, that alley-oop pocket. What in the hell? That was a sick first run from Dubby.
That was an action-packed 45 seconds. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was great. Jumping straight to a YouTube ad.
Look at that. Huge, big. Look at him. He's caught on his pedal there, like sideways even. That's cool. Bike control to the max there.
Man, sucked on into that one-handed table was so cool.
I love the sit-down 3. Shout out Johnny Mac doing those real early. I think he might have been one of the first trying and getting them done at like Sumner's, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
A lot of things I've seen Johnny do that start to kind of pop up later. He's
for sure
pretty amazing. Josh, though, just going in there with an 83. That's not a bad score for Josh to start with. Well, we wouldn't call it no bangers, but his use, of course, was
totally
up there.
Does anyone have podium guesses in the chat? Chuck them in.
I want to call this man right here, please. Come on, Lupos. Let's freaking double up.
Yeah, let's go, Lupos.
I'm giving Lupos. I reckon he's got a silver in him.
Woo! That was a massive flare no-hander. It's interesting to see how different Lupos rides. Like he
definitely has the flow and style in him when he wants to. Like I've seen him ride the village, like not really doing tricks, for example, but just carving. And man, like his bike isn't crazy short rear end. Like he's got the slightly longer rear end on it.
Yeah.
It just, it looks still small for him because it's like I think it's 13.6, and he's probably running it slammed. But I think he is just. Wow, on a rip at the minute, and it's just a pleasure to see the re-emergence of Brandon Lupos in the world of freestyle BMX because he is not done, Tyson.
For sure, man. Yeah, I really like seeing Brandon back on his bike, with the issues with his knee and stuff like that. So, very cool. Dude, that flare no handle is massive.
Look at his yes, they do the zoom in if you're watching.
Wow.
He is sucking in the air right there.
I can't believe they did that. Oh,
dude, I reckon X Games is full of the young generation. They absolutely nailed this broadcast, and it's the second best broadcast you can watch today at X Games.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, 82, not bad.
So I reckon where that might come into play is that we saw like him just not like he looked like he was going to shut down for a second and then recommit, perhaps.
Oh my goodness, Boyd Hilda! Did you see that truck down with? Holy macaroni! Wow.
Well, I just looked down to skip an ad for a second and I miss. Dude. Boy, just get buck wild.
Oh man, he almost got the old late stage circumcision, I reckon, just then.
Oh.
Wow. That was he was deep. He was deep in on that tire. But he just got saved.
He did. He's real lucky there.
Yeah.
Wow, real interesting start to this contest so far. The 45 seconds means that it's just I feel like it's good because we just get like an action-packed 45.
That's
like I feel like it's definitely for show, and they've done the right thing here. Looks like Bryce Tryon still got dirt on him from like dirt contest earlier.
Whoa, that was a crazy angle change.
That was.
Oh, 360 double tail whip. He's wearing a shirt that says Secure Choice Lending. Oh, just washing out on the 540 flare.
Not putting it too quite together on his first run, but very interesting to see how he came out and started throwing tricks after trick after trick. I don't know. Well, I'm really interested to see now after watching Josh's run.
I like this one. It's like a 540 1 foot table. I haven't really seen that before. It's really cool.
They're calling it a flare. One foot
Yeah.
table. I feel like it's a fine line between the two, but it looks very 540/flare for me.
Yeah, it looks dope. Whatever it is, it looks cool.
It's sick. I agree.
Marcus Christopher.
Man, they are pumping through the runs, and I'm loving this action-packed stuff.
Whoa, dude, he just did a decade
What?
7. What?
The decade 3, I think, because he has to go around.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Decade 3. Dude.
Unbelievable.
Oh, backy the box backwards. That's nice.
Dude, so calculated on that landing, too.
Oh,
Catching
my
it beautifully.
goodness. He is
Barter talk.
going
This is-
freaking bananas. Whoa, truck look back.
Oh, and he's catching that transition better than anyone coming
Yeah.
back the other way. A minute.
Wow. He's just making that
Free
box.
flip.
Yeah, making that box look easy to jump. They've all been talking about
dude.
how gnarly that box is, and mate, not
This
for
is
not for
I don't
Marky
know.
Mark.
Is there too much going on though? Because he's done this before and he misses on the score because it's just so.
Frantic.
It's just and I feel like it lacks that.
I don't know,
balance.
man. That was to the top of the podium for sure. I reckon.
There's no way that can't be.
89, maybe even 91. Dude, that first trick,
Yep.
decade 3, poo-wee. Marky Mark
we
and
got
the
some-
Christopher bunch.
Watching some replays. How'd you pull up from last night, Tyce?
Yeah, mate, I'm feeling
The glasses are off.
the glasses are off.
We've got people asking in the stream here.
Glasses
I'm
are
having a look.
off.
We got some-
I've had 2 cups of coffee. I'm chasing a third one, but I can't make it. So I got a bunch of cleaning to do. But no, it was sick time. Thanks, Shane, for checking in on me.
94. Marcus
94.
Christopher. Oh, that's
Just
a big number.
just banged it out.
But you know what? Like we saw, he caught all those back lines coming back over the block so good.
Yeah, so there
I
you
love
go.
the prediction here for Boyd, Dove, Lupos, the podium. That'd be the best podium ever. But
Mate, they're gonna have to score bloody high, I tell you that. Imagine that, 98, 97 and 96, that's what they have to all. That's massive. 94? Marcus Christopher's in with a shot straight off the bat.
He's right in there with the money. So looking at X Games right now, they're going back to the staff. We're here live. I hope they don't do any more split screen business because we need you guys to see all the action because you are concentrating on our beautiful faces back in the groove. With everything going down at the moment at X Games, Tyson, and all this hype, notice you started taking notes, my man. We are starting to get a little bit better at this and leading into our live production for the Olympics.
Mate, that's what we're here for.
It's turning out to be a real banger. I'm really enjoying it.
That's
X
right.
Games at the minute's turning it on. Marcus Christopher, some replays right now. He just did a hell of a lot of tricks, but what I'm most impressed by is things like that. Just catching that landing on the back so perfectly and then coming back. Yeah, all right, he didn't throw the biggest tuck, but the hands came off.
Yeah.
He did not stop. Kept catching and then watch again. Straight in perfectly.
Yeah,
like,
perfect. Yeah, the old.
You had to reward that. And
type-
I think the score absolutely is spot on.
Yeah, the type of. He's landing so perfect, it makes you pucker up a bit because you're worried that he's going to hang up front wheel, but he doesn't.
Yeah, but that's exactly what you want to see, risking it for that perfect landing, or it's all in or all out. And you know what? It's crazy that he went all in right there, knowing he's got a lot coming up in a month.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Man, he's got he's not holding back at all. Yeah, I feel like with the Olympics coming up, man, we're going to be a well-oiled machine. This is the whole thing is we want to make this commentary interesting. You know, X Games is obviously a big event. We decided to, I guess, take advantage of another event. The whole thing was for us to commentate the Olympics. You know, the Olympics bit on the watching grass grow. You know, in terms of the commentary, the riding is fantastic, but we wanted to match the energy. Isn't that right, Pete?
Absolutely. And you know what? We might seem like we have a little lack in energy right now, but both of us, big week. And I tell you what, I'm feeling pretty good this morning in the way of we got the technology getting down a little bit better. Things are rolling a little smoother. You know, I'm running from home today because I was just nervous about making it all work. Obviously, I've already done some coaching, taught a bunch of kids to ride. I've done we just keep going,
Yeah,
and
it's
I feel like
badass, man.
the best way to do it is just to keep living and doing good stuff for BMX. And seeing a bunch of legends all in the chat, hanging out,
Yeah, I love it.
commenting. It's been pretty rewarding, like
Yeah,
it was never about thousands of people on the stream. It was about just starting, and I feel
correct.
back in the groove has been something that as soon as you talked to me, I was like, I mean, like you didn't even need to start describing what you wanted to do. I was so sold on the idea. And just watching and sharing the experiences together with everyone in the chat's been it's been a really good time. And I tell you what, I can't wait to see what's coming down the next few runs.
Yeah, we're not even the whole way through the lineup yet. Yeah, we've still got Peraza, and we've still got Daniel Sandoval and Jose Torres. I don't know if Sandoval is Sandoval riding. I thought maybe he hurt himself. I could be wrong.
Not entirely sure. I did see the list, but I haven't got that good of a memory, so I missed it.
Yeah,
they are just pumping us up with all the ads right now.
mate. All the ads. We got to get some of this Pacifico sponsorship. Maybe we can get the Aussie version of that.
You don't even need to worry, mate. For the Olympics, I think we might get Mountain Dew on board. Pretty sure we can do our own Mountain Dew ad.
Dude, how funny was that?
Yeah, we're coming into our next runs now. Second runs for the boys.
No, we're still at the first run. We've got Justin Dow. First run.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. Justin Dow, Kevin Peraza, and Jose Torres, Daniel Sandoval. That's who we've got left.
So, damn, my bad. I'm so sorry. I saw on screen run too.
Oh, triple truck. Double tail whip. Not quite catching the transition that his homeboy countryman Marcus Christopher was, but
he's looking really good though.
Yeah,
it's all the same stuff we've
Oh man, that three no hand over the box backwards is pretty savage.
He's
Twix, dude, he's pulling it together, doing the old Matt Berenger. Wherever he's got to go, that's where it's taking him.
He's the backwards man. Don't need to know where. Don't just need to know where you've been.
Yeah. As he did the truck down whip, he saw Boyd Hilder and was just like, "Dude, let me show you how it's done."
I love it.
Yeah, I did like the way Boyd's. My favorite thing about the downside whips and just tail whips in general is just when it looks like people aren't going to land it, and then they catch it at the last minute. Taj Mihelic was big for that.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't even kick. He just fell around.
That's right. It just fell around.
Terrifying.
It's the sickest looking tail whip of all time.
Absolutely. I'm definitely not going to argue that at all.
Yeah. Him and Tony Cardona. Yeah. Oh, we got Sandoval standing up in the roof, doing a bit of takeaway for Sonic. Hang on, boys. I'll bring you your chips.
Hells yeah! I didn't even know Sonic made chips, but I want to try them.
Yeah, I thought it was a hedgehog. Oh, Sandoval.
Wow.
I like that transfer. Holy mackerel, that table was massive.
He just blows the feet off when he does them too.
Yeah.
Pulled up like you've never seen before.
Truck down whip. 2 out of 3 landed of the truck down whips. What do we got? Oh my goodness, foot jam on the... Holy moly, that was massive.
The X Games mode meter is falling. Oh, coming back up. Back down again. Whose job gets to be?
Oh my goodness, that looked like it hurt so much.
To knee.
Dude, Daniel Sandoval. He's the type of rider that goes for it, you know what I mean? But he always tends to have these things that just turns him from being up there, could be on the podium, and then all of a sudden we'll just like fall out of the sky. I don't know if you remember.
It's all there or it's all not really.
That's right.
It's crazy. Like he's got such he does do a hell of a lot of high risk tricks. You know what I mean? But I think
Dude,
like I think the course use here is going to be massive for him if he can pull it together. Like he's doing things that no one else has done on the course, which he will be rewarded. X Games
yeah.
love that. They put all this crazy shit in there
Dude, straight
because they want to see people
boom.
use it. Oh my god,
Oh, that would have hurt.
he is gonna
Oh
not
my,
want to sit down.
no. That would have been some tailbone delivery. Holy crap.
I
That
mean, he
would,
looks okay. He's walking a bit like a cowboy.
yeah. Like a Brokeback Mountain cowboy.
I didn't want to say it. You said it. All right, Kevin Peraza.
Dude, it's Pride Month.
Oh, did he tell?
Oh my goodness, that Superman Sea Crab Indian Air. Oh, I love that Oppo Air. That was sick. 360 double downside whip. KP making it happen. Yo.
I am still watching in amazement. Sorry. He
Oh,
is course use.
dude.
Where's the X Games mode meter? This has got to be on fire right now.
Dude, he's going for it. 12 seconds left. Jumping it to flat. Pocket air. Oh, 180 tail up over the box backwards. Dude, just goes
Does he?
down.
Oh no, he'll get that.
Mate,
Wow.
maybe that box is too hard to flare. You know how he's been big on the flares over box jumps?
Yeah, good point.
Dude, that Superman Sea Grab Indian Air.
Look at the extensions,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
That was
Sports fans sitting at home. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That's the type of thing where I'm like, man, I want to learn that trick. As soon as I see something like that, I'm like, done so well. Beautiful. Lucky Quad 13 on the old X Games chat. What the warride? Let's see how the back in the groove chat's going.
73. Back in the groove chat. Yeah, it's all happening. I'm going to hit you a few emojis here. 100. Some of these, maybe.
SSG was beautiful. Superman Sea Grab, yes, it was, Joe.
Jose Torres.
Oh, I like
Yeah, look at those
Maligno.
comments.
Wow. Oh, just I don't know if he dabbed a foot then or what, but this dude goes so high.
He does.
Whoa!
That was like on a hit.
Oh, holy macaroni, that was gnarly. Double barry. 25 seconds left. Yo, I love that little line pull up onto that box.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow.
Well, he held onto that so well, seeing it just in the air as he comes in.
I think there's going to be, as much as this is a hectic run, I feel like it's going to be upped quite a lot. You know, these guys have got 3 runs, which is really cool. Oh, yo, manualing up. Dude, pulls the manual. That was sick.
That's cool. I love seeing the use, of course.
Yeah, right on the buzzer to do something like that. Psycho. Yeah, that was a really good run.
That was really good from him.
Vicosa. Yeah, it's a cool looking trick. Boom. Wow. Yeah, the
It's
manual.
unbelievable from him. Yeah, there's that line.
That's so cool. We pedal off just to make sure.
So cool.
Mm.
Where are they going to slot him?
Oh, second with that.
Wow.
And dude, he could tidy that up, and it would be quite a substantially better run. I thought there was, a few flat landings and whatnot. So to score
Definitely a couple
above
where he
Dove,
was a bit nervous.
yeah. The Marcus Christopher he's just gonna hang back
Is
and
that
chill.
dude? It's so crazy how he gets the old double pump to catch that transition. He's got to be pumped.
For real. Yeah, and this is the whole thing now with say someone like Brandon Lupos, who doesn't have to worry about what's going on with the Olympics. He can kind of just go for gold, as they say.
Going for gold, just X Games gold, not Olympic gold at this point.
That's right.
Who's to say he's not a chance of a selection? Unfortunately, I feel like it's a safe bet to take Logan. You'd be crazy not to. But man, has Brandon just come back with vengeance?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I don't know if people know this, but obviously Brandon kind of decided to pull himself out of the race, right? He was
Yeah,
a little bit disappointed with, I guess, Oz Cycling's choice to maybe go with some of the other riders to be on the Olympic team and not him. I guess because of maybe his timing with the injury and stuff like that. But I'm really glad. It must have put the fire up him to be like, you know what, I still got a lot of things I can do with my career. And for him to go to X Games, he's already got the silver in dirt, and now he's going for it with the park. It's pretty cool to see, and it's also really cool to see because I hate the fact, a lot of the guys that are gunning for that Olympic spot, they always seem so disappointed in themselves. They don't need to be. They ride so well, and I'm glad that Brandon was like, oh, you know what, I didn't make it, but guess what? I'm going to go do all this sick stuff over here.
for sure. And I remember there was a period just before Montpellier, we had a bit of a chat at the village, and he was just like feeling a bit bummed. Like I love that he wears his heart on his sleeve, and we can have really good conversations where I give him whatever advice I can give him as a friend, and he can open up a little bit. And I remember him kind of coming and just like that was one of the times I watched him ride the village and was just like, man, this dude, he still just rips a joint without all the crazy tricks. So
Mm.
good at the time, and I was, you know, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to go, man, and I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you need to go there and just make sure that every one of those people there regret their decision. And you know what? You can't go now. You haven't done all the things they've asked to be done. And there's ticks now of boxes that you need to tick. And it was just too hard for him to meet with the deadline of injuries. And I think him going and just rocking up and just reselling himself like Lupos was back bigger than ever. Like he just came and just smoked it in the spine contest. He did unbelievably well on the park. Now we've got him here at X Games. First time straight back into dirt, silver medal, like unbelievable. And now we got him here in the park. He's riding like he absolutely, deserves the spot. And I think, there'll be a lot of people that will be eating their own words going, thinking that he was done. But like one thing you never effing do, and this is one thing that I can tell to anyone, is you never ever doubt the fire in a BMXer when they want it. Because like we didn't just ride a kid's bike our whole life for no reason. And I feel like he's made a life of it, and seeing him reinvent himself and just come back has been like, man, I'm a big Lupos fan at the moment, and it's probably obvious right now, but to see him get those goals and do everything, like both you and I were like cheering like schoolgirls watching him get that last run, like in dirt. It was unbelievable to share, and I think as we try to create these narratives for the sport, so we can get people, new viewers in watching what is a sick event or just sick sport in general. I think seeing him come back is just this everyone's going to want to watch now, and I think people are going to start waiting to see the next time Lupos just raises the middle finger and does it like a boss. So,
For
you
sure.
know, I really hope we can get a chat with him at some stage soon. I don't think it'll be too hard of a deal to work out. He's a
No.
legend at that, but sharing a chat with him at some stage in future, I think Tyson would be unbelievable because he really is just on a roll at the moment.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, man. I'm such a big fan of him. It's someone that you see grow and go through that evolution. It's pretty exciting to see. And even just the fact that he can just pull things out of the fire like that Aussie roll, the double backy three. Like, what in the hell? Like to be able to do that, probably one back, probably didn't do it in practice or anything like that. I just knew, all right, now's the time to pull this out. So sick, man. That shows someone's continued evolution. And
Absolutely, and like he's just he's recomposed himself, and what I find really cool to see is like he looks strong, he looks fit. It's all the things that everyone doubted about Brandon Lupos. He is just getting in there and doing it, and it's unreal because he's very unconventional in his methods, and I love that because you know we should never doubt how someone gets there. And there is no right or wrong in freestyle BMX, and that's the hardest thing. Like there will
Mm.
be structured development programs, but man, I hated it. I was on one of those programs for QS as a kid for racing, and I quit. I didn't even keep racing. Like it was that not fun, And I feel he might be a little bit similar in the fact that the program didn't work for him. That doesn't mean he can't perform or he can't
Yeah.
do well. I think this is a great time for places like Old Cycling to reevaluate how they choose these riders, perhaps,
Mm.
what they expect them to be, because they don't get to dictate what our sport's about, and we need to kind of stand up for ourselves a bit at times, perhaps, and beat our chest and go, no, we're not. We don't want to not work hard for this. We all absolutely will work hard, but how we get to that end goal may differ. And I think coaches and even people running the performance programs need to take a tough, hard look at what this sport is, and that there is no real perfect model to what the winning formula may be. So
For
they
sure.
need to sit back, watch maybe X Games a little more, watch a little more, and understand that there's plenty of riders that can ride really well. They might just not pass the piss test.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, so we've got our first rider for run number 2, Nick Bruce, up on the patio roof there.
He's ready.
He's,
Man, I love Nick Bruce too. He's someone that's kind of just keeps going. Like he
yeah.
can't stop.
Holy mackerel! Double tail whip
Two
down the
two
step
times
down.
this time.
Yep,
Upping the runs now.
Yeah, yeah. He knows that he's got to make it happen. Woo! 540 flare on that big 10-foot quarter with the pull.
All right, let's see if he goes both ways and goes the opposite here.
Oh yeah,
because he can go both directions with those.
Really?
Same with that.
Wow.
But
oh my goodness! Wall ride tail whip. That was massive.
Oh,
that was a big trick. 10 seconds left. No way, hitting the ice pick on that Sonic.
He's used them pegs.
Yeah.
I freaking love it.
Oh, he's landed it. Flare whip. Dude, all the way back to the start.
2 seconds left.
No way. I thought he was going to foof the cup. Did you imagine he foofed the cup?
That would have been
the Sonic judge would have just gone 100.
Give him the nuggets already.
Yeah, give him the. He wanted the bloody thick shake. Let's give it to him. Oh man, that was definitely an upped run.
Look, here we go. Whose job gets to do the X Games mode meter? I want to know, because I know what I'm applying for next year.
Hey everyone,
I'll be super busy because back in the groove we're making millions here, guys. But
that's right.
X Games mode meter, man, would be a pretty cool thing to put on your resume.
Everyone in the chat, if you can hit the like button on this video, subscribe, notifications. We've got to make sure that we keep you guys up to date when we do the next live stream or our next interview with riders. But please give the video a thumbs up while you're watching.
What's all happening? I just went to smash the like button.
Oh, it's booming. YouTube can't handle the amount of likes that button's getting right now.
Oh, dude. Flicking the thing.
Here we go. What's he getting? Nick Bruce. This must be a massive score. I don't reckon. 85. Ooh.
Wow. So where's that slot him in, though? That's third place.
I would have personally placed that above Jose. I thought that there was like a lot of trick variants. But, that is what it is. That's
Josh
me.
Dobson in fourth.
I'm not the one sitting in the judging booth at X Games.
This is true. It's a tough gig.
All right. Josh looking very similar to his first run. What's he going to do to up his score? Oh, 3 toboggan. There it is. That's the first trick that's up. Going up, up, up.
Man, he goes big and he goes fast. I love watching Josh ride.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sit down 3. Dude, smooth as butter.
Absolutely.
Oh, add an X up to that 3 1-foot table.
Hey, he's pumping in some moves. I wonder if he'll do it. There's the flare.
Oh, downside whip air. There you go.
And 2 pedals, kids. Take note. Oh, you're joking. Was that after the buzzer?
That was basically after the buzzer.
Basically does not count in this kind of sport. I'm so sorry now. Basically is...
Surely that was it. He'd done enough. I
I
don't
feel
know
like
if they
there's an
will.
upgrade there.
It'll be really
But now what
interesting.
I want to know is
How does that score compare to Nick Bruce, who
correct, because
did
the
a
numbers
war
don't
ride to
really
tail whip
mean.
and a bloody ice pick on the Sonic sign, you know?
Yeah, and nearly boofed the cup. 84. See, not a big difference there because I
No.
feel like it's all about the numbers.
So he went up by 1 point.
I feel like it's because they can't put him in above Nick Bruce, so they've slipped him in numbers. Like I said, we look at the
Mm.
scores and we get all G'd up on a score and be like, oh, it's a number, but it's not. It's literally just to find the overall position of the riders, and people need to remember that the scores really don't mean shit. The scores are just there to kind of find the riders' places. As we got Brandon.
Yes. Oh, come on, Brandon. We just hyped you up.
Didn't like that.
Oh, there's the
No.
double tail at backy. That was one more, I think. Double tail at flare, pawn it.
Oh my gosh, he is powering on.
War ride on the Sonic sign. 15 seconds. Yeah,
Jeez.
pocket air, double
He
tail.
does those pocket whips really well, Brandon Lupos.
Yeah. Woo. 540 fair, perfect.
He can do those at the end of his run so well. Like
Yeah.
it's his tired leg trick, and it's ridiculous.
Very ridiculous.
Now I feel like
Not as maybe clean as his first run, but still a really good run. Definitely a few more banger tricks. I mean, I don't think that he did flare double.
I just feel there was a couple of like little things like these, like small bobbles that will like. That's a cool clip. Just you know what? He monsters those at the end of his run all the time, and it's just ridiculous.
Oh, they got like the. Whoa, that looks weird.
Whoa, what do they got in the chicken nuggets?
What did he get? So he was on 84.33, dude. He just moved above Dove. Wow.
Just knocks off Dub, Bayoff, Lupos, fourth place.
Mate,
Yeah.
I
He
think
really wants that freaking medal too.
He'd want a medal, yeah, I think.
He loves doing the back-to-back, the dirty double.
Yep.
So they're checking in with Van Homan. I'm going to see if I can hear something right now. What's he got for us?
While you listen to that, Shane Darwin said, what do you boys think Logan will do post-Olympics? Assuming another 4 years would be too far away for him to go again, does he send it loose and go general shredding? Yeah, that's a hard question, Shane. I think that he would still probably compete for another few years after that. I think he'd maybe turn his focus towards like big paying events like X Games and whatnot. Like maybe try and see if he can get a bit more cash for his riding, and then who knows, he might retire. I'd hope that he just continues to ride. You'd like to think that he would bring, just be a lifer at BMX riding. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether he makes it to LA as Boyd Hilda drops in for his second run. Come on,
Beautiful.
Boyd.
Yeah, no, there was a good quick chat with Van Homan there as he rides.
Oh, Boyd.
Explaining. Again, are you kidding me? He does not want a medal today. He's going to be pissed too. He looks it.
Oh, just that.
What? He just blew a foot.
Yeah. His feet.
Needs the medal pedals.
His feet were on. It's so funny seeing that.
Saying too, listening back, Tyson, how they are finding it really difficult. Obviously, I think, comparing apples to oranges with the Josh Dub and then perhaps the Brandon Lupos riding straight after. But what he did say, which was interesting to me, and I fully agree, is once again, it's that overall impression. So they're looking at everything. That's that height, that use of course. Like a lot of those other factors that we might not see are definitely being are watched by these guys. So I feel like sometimes when we misunderstand where they've gone in, we might have missed something very, very small because that's what's going to be the difference.
Yeah, very true, man. I love that flare 1 foot table. So cool from Bryce.
Looked more like a flare that time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Free double whip. Back to the back
Oh,
wall.
540 flare just sneaking in on that one. 27
I tell you what, the
seconds.
noise those Thai bloody spokes make when they do that it just sounds horrible.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's no.
Oh, I was gonna 1 sec. Give me 1 second. I forgot to plug my bloody iPad in.
That's all right. I got you. Oh, flip bar tuck. That looks scary the way that he held onto that. 5 seconds left for Bryce. Big flare, land a little low. And that's going to do him. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, he's in 9th right now. Whether he bumps up, I don't know if he's going to make it up too much higher. Yeah, he missed his hand. I saw that too. He was just showing it on the replay. Or not on the replay, but at the end there, saying that he missed his hand on the flip bar tuck. That was a bit scary. Made it happen though. Here it is. Flip bar misses his hand on the no-hander. Whoo-wee. And still managed to stay composed and pull the rest of his run. That was crazy. 80.66. Nice. Moving into 6th place.
Not dying.
Dude, Bryce Tryon did that flip bar tuck and missed his hand on coming back in. They showed it.
Oh, you're kidding me?
They showed it on the replay. Fully misses his hand, and then somehow grabs it and does like his next thing.
Unbelievable.
So what's Marcus Christopher going to do? He just put a 94 down. Is he going to go for more? He's already qualified for the Olympics.
No one's even bumped the 90 at the minute.
Sheesh. Flip bar whip. Oh my goodness. Flare double downside whip. Dude, he is not playing it safe whatsoever.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, the X Games meter is about to blow off the screen.
Dude, it's sitting way too low. What are they doing, mate?
Dude.
Send it to X Games mode right now, dude.
Yeah.
This is your number one spot sitter right now. He ain't holding back.
Woo. Dude, he is gone.
I'm pretty sure, wasn't it Marcus that just absolutely exploded his face last year at the jumping off the wall into the bowl or something like that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I vaguely remember something
You
like
might
that.
be
I'm
right.
not good.
That was a huge start to that run. He went absolutely bananas.
X Games mode to the max.
Flip bar whip.
Unbelievable.
Flare double downside whip. Did the old Jamie Bestwick. Oh my goodness, I've only got 2.5 hours to clean this whole joint up. That is scary.
You got this, bro. X Games mode. You should send the meter to the max.
I know, I just got to...
rubbing.
That's right. Dude, they flip bar to whip. Cam White style. Cam White, first person to ever do that trick.
And an absolute legend.
Show me that double downside whip flare, please. The trick was...
It's one of those ones he does that you see like a lot of the big games, like the big guys, like Logan and Jean 95.66. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
He's got the gold.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, I don't know if I've got tricks enough to beat this dude right now. How funny would it be if there was someone that actually got above him, and then Marcus...
Well, there's room there for that reason. That's why it's not a 10. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's always.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is like if there's like a little bobble on landings, for example, they're not being super harsh on that. They are really they're really stoked on seeing these guys just bang these tricks out because it's for great viewing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not so feisty, or not so Olympic. It's like, oh, we want to see gnarliness. We don't want to see like perfection. Oh, he didn't do the Twix, but he did do a bar turn down on the step down. 10 seconds left from Justin Dow. Flare. Is he winding it back? 540 right at the buzzer. Alley-oop flare.
Oh, no.
The head
I was about to say, are we about to see an All-American podium, which would be just what Mobile X, Sonic, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the massive sponsors of X Games would love to see, especially the U.S. Army. But It's not
Yeah.
speed Tyson. Sorry, I'm getting G'd up. I've just went and got another. Oh, getting jittery.
Dude,
There'll be no sleeping today.
went down right at the buzzer. Wow, that flare look back
Dude,
was super clicked.
that looks really good. I think I
Mm.
did drop a little wow there on that one. I love that they're doing. He's still doing fives.
Yeah, I love a straight up 540. So cool.
Good to
Oh,
see a bit of banter in the comments with Joe, and we got Chris there. Joe requesting a Logan Martin video part. I reckon after Olympics for sure.
yeah,
Can't see
that.
why not.
Yeah, why
But we
wouldn't
need
you?
him to win gold. We need him to win a gold.
Gold it up.
I think I'm going to run Joe sit per whip at the Olympics as well.
Yes. Oh, nice table out of KP. Yo, far
Textbook
out.
style. That unturned slash unlook back. I don't know what you want to call it.
Mm,
Tabes. He just does. He can do them every way. I love that about. Whoa, that
that
was
was
a bit
cool.
tight. It was cool though.
Dude, Kevin Prize is putting tricks on every single thing, that's for sure. Keep
I
going,
think he's
dude.
worked out what they want to see, so he's just going for the tricks.
Oh, one-handed table. That was mad over the box. That was sick.
Hand
Here it
planted
is, the
buddy.
flare. Fakey. Can he pull it? He pulls it, dude.
He
What?
does too. Wow,
No joke there.
that is next level.
Wow. Dude.
You know what I've started to realize? I think he does really well with those. He's just learned to jump the box to flat backwards and
Mm,
can just flare to nearly flat and just misses all the harsh bit of transition
yeah.
and just it's terrifying to watch. But man, it's a clever way to do it, you know?
Yeah. That was really big. That's definitely in the podium, I would say. Those
Yeah.
tricks.
X Games mode meter is high. I agree.
That trick is sick.
X Games, if you're listening, which you're not because you haven't kicked this, please give me that job next year.
This is crazy. Flare. Yeah, you're right, man. Like he just misses that top half of the transition, but it's
Bang, just catches
Yes.
way low. It looks like transition is caught, but technically that's flat as you're going to get.
Yeah, that's right. He knows
But
that.
he's a clever rider and he's good at what he does.
Yeah. What's he going to do? I reckon he's slotting into second, that's for sure. 91, boom. There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, we knew that.
He knows what's up.
I didn't think that he was going to get to the top, but he definitely, jumped into second. That was crazy. But there's a lot of room, like between third and second, it's 86 to 91. That's massive amount of points in between there, and then 91 to 95.6. It's going to take a lot.
And I think sorry, carry on, man.
Oh, it's just going to take a lot for someone to obviously dethrone Marcus, but there's still a lot of room for you to be able to like, post up a 6 score and get second, or post up a 6 score and get third.
This is true.
It's not like it's like 95, 94, 93, and you got to do something hectic.
Even if it was those scores, you got to remember it's all about if they were all that tight, that means it would be very difficult to separate them. I think they've got a bit of range there as the guy does a bit of judging. I think it's a safe range for them to slip people in. Like you've noticed that.
Totally.
The score really doesn't mean all that much. Like Marcus Christopher's run looks huge, but if someone does a better run, there's still 4.44 points to or 3-4 points to 100. Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of room there. I'm surprised he's powered on considering he had a few balked airs that he wasn't happy with.
Yeah. He's making it happen, but that's a good run. See if we can go all the way to the buzzer. 2, 1. Oh. Chucks the bar in.
Oh, we see a sneaky upgrade coming.
Yeah, it's crazy there's a whole other run after this.
Now, I'm noticing there's a few jumpers getting around. Must be cold over there. Must be like, I don't know what you call cold, but like anything below 24 degrees for me is jumper weather.
720 bar.
And probably thermal pants.
And thermal pants. Wow. I don't know. It's raining right now, so it's in Canberra, so it's a little bit warmer than normal. So I'll give you the temperature update for those that are interested. Oh no, it's pretty warm. 6.6 degrees. Feels like 2.7.
Jesus, dude, that is end my life material. We're at a. We've been told we may see some high winds soon. At a sunny, it's a balmy 24 degrees here in Queensland as I sit in the backyard watching X Games live with you guys on Back in the Groove. And I tell you what, Tyson, I can't wait for you to sweat your ring out up in Bundy. I can't wait for the calls where you're just out there working with in your undies, dude. You're going to be a DT guy in no time, and maroon will be your favorite color. You leave maroon no time. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Where you play your first game, that is where you're from. So, have you ever played footy before?
Nah, nah.
Dude, come up here. Let's have our first game, and then you get to put on your shirt. No one can tell you any different. It's not where you're born; it's where your first game is played. So,
lucky for you, I was born in Queensland, so I'm actually once a Queenslander, and now I'm just returning.
Just left us like a dog, but now you're coming back. I get it. I understand. It's the place to be, and plenty of people might want to give you a little bit of stick for coming back up to the homeland, the land of the Queen, but we're happy to have you up here. I think it's just only going to be better for us. Very unfortunate for everyone else elsewhere, but you know what? You can still jump on and get stuff from the bloody backbone, and you can also come and see us Blue Groove anytime you want.
That's right, dude. I can't wait.
Welcome.
I can't wait for the collab things we've got. We've got sort of planned and we've been talking about. So, what a sick time!
It's going to be
what a sick time for BMX to be alive in 2024. It's going to be sick.
You know what? I completely agree, Tyson. A lot of people might look and see, hey, what the hell have you got two shops? You guys are competitors. Why are you on doing this together? And, when times get tough, what I think it is, it's the tough get tougher. And in this instance, like, for me, the sport is important. I just love it. It makes me stoked as hell. And Blue Groove is never about being a massive store taking on all the big players or trying to make millions of dollars. My store was just about having a base to be stoked and let kids come in and see the clubhouse and feel like they're a part of something. And I think, moving forward, as times get tougher, there's great opportunity for people like me and you to work together and other small shops to make us more efficient and more profitable in a time where it's super hard, not only to make cash, but to spend it. And it's not that people don't want to support your stores. And I get it, times are tough. And when people keep asking, can we do this price? Can you do that price? Like most of the time, yeah, we can. But all it means is next week, we're just, Devon on cheese sandwiches and shit instead of a nice meal with the family or something. And but for me, it's all about the passion and creating cool opportunity and rad shit. And I think, the positive conversations we've had moving forward will only make it easier for you to get cool shit from rad people. And a collaboration in some form will be cool as hell. And if anyone's watching, that's a scoop if I haven't seen one before.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be so sick. I feel like we, the ideas get flowing, and the thing that I like about working with you is just the fact that we make it happen. We might not have the most dialed live stream set up right now, but we may as well get it going, and then if we can keep it going, then who knows what it could be. And that's the same with everything. Way, dude.
When Backbone started, did Backbone have Flash set up? Were you using some top of the line online freaking system to track your? Fuck no, dude. We were probably exactly right. On a piece of paper and faxing the orders to someone, or even sending a letter. Dude, I don't know how Riss is. He's fucking old ass. He probably had to pick up parts on a horse and carriage. But I think the big thing is what I've certainly learned with Blue Groove is we've spent and borrowed nothing pretty well. It's been the biggest low risk move ever. The more you support me, the more stoke I get. But we've always kept our overheads low, and it feels BMX is shit because you come in and the walls aren't painted, they're dirty. We've written on the walls, we've stuck photos up everywhere. There's stock around, but you can touch everything. And I feel Backbone's kind of done that as well from the start. it's just cool that we can potentially do more of this stuff together in the future, dude.
For sure, man. Yeah, I definitely think that trying to build BMX together is way better than trying to compete against one another. That's for sure.
And look, we all need to survive, but I feel like those that have been in it and been real know that it's hard to make a lot of money in any BMX or skate or any crazy industry. There's always going to be maybe a little bit of animosity. I think the more we can get rid of that and work together, and remember that there's no harm in having your loyalties to your favorite shop, your favorite brand, but that doesn't make the other one dog shit. You know what I mean? It just means it's not your flavor. And like, I got no harm in it. In an area like Brisbane that's got lots of competition. Like, man, I do exactly what I want to do, and it's typically very different to whatever our main competitors do. And I think because there's a point of difference, as long as everyone continues to be unique and do their own thing and not be afraid to carve their own path, I think there's plenty of room for all of us. You know what I mean? And in a situation like this where we could be stronger by working together, I think it was always a obvious decision for me.
Totally, man. Totally.
But you know what? We've had a great chat there. A few little scoops for everyone in the chat. We've got Nick Bruce back on screen. It's about to get real.
Yeah, he's just outside of the podium.
I want to see him spin 5 flare both ways.
Could happen. I feel like you've got a bit of a crystal ball.
I'm not ahead of you on the chat this time, just quietly. I am double whip.
Yeah.
Arc.
Oh,
I just know what I want to see him do.
I think I'm right just ahead of you by like 2 seconds. He's just hit a 5 flare on the 10-foot quarter.
Damn, yeah. 5 flare. So I'm a little bit behind. Maybe you're ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm just slowing it down. Over the box right now. 3 flip. Boom.
He can do those both ways too.
Yeah. Oh, didn't put the whip in on that wall ride.
I think he's going to have to accept. Oh, but he gets the ice. 10 seconds.
Oh, I knew it. He seemed to have been having trouble rotating that flare whip.
He definitely has. And I think, also comes down to is that these parks, like I said, every quarter's different. They're not feast ramps where every ramp is made off the same transition and just pieced together. This is a bowl that's been put and probably, laid in by hand.
Mm. Yeah, cool to see you use the pegs. That's for sure.
I don't see it a lot,
No.
The wind's picking up there too. Once again, it's been very interesting to see. Not a massive effect on the guys at this stage, but one person that's going to go high enough to be affected is the man Josh Stubbs, sitting up on screen currently in 6th place with an 84. It's his best run. What do you see? What do you reckon, Tyson? Let's see what he's got.
Oh, we just upped it straight off the bat. Barry to no foot can.
I think he's got the memo.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. That's for sure. First X Games showing, he probably wants to really, really make it happen. Oh, the back.
Well, I think he wants to earn his spot, get that invite again.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, it's no doubt he deserves to be there. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And damn, just going way bigger than everyone. Oh, just a little bit of low speed on that. So that's going to affect his score massive, I think. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to up his original score. Oh, flare Barry.
Or an X, I'm not sure. Super fast. Hard to tell these days from these guys. 3 tap. Maybe. I don't know if it's going to... Don't know. That's a tough one with the tricks and the little bobbles better than Brandon Lupos.
That's cool.
Very tight.
Josh Matthews and Ryan. Colin,
yeah. Team Australia. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Barry to no foot can was super sick. Not as much extension as that other no foot can, but I don't blame him. The other no foot can that he did was ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
funny story. Actually, seeing all the guys on the sideline there watching one of the Aussies. I still have some great memories of 99 X Games watching Colin ride, and he was unbelievable back then. The jumps were like this wide and just like peeled down to the side.
Yeah.
Who is him? And I can't think of the other guy's name right now.
Oh,
just a couple of G's.
He just stepped up his score, so he went into 5th. So now it's
6-6.
it's Lupos's time.
Lupos. He's thinking. He's nodding. He's
Mm.
on.
All right, and he comes transferring across. Oh my
Double
God!
flare.
Double
I was
flare,
thinking
pawn
it.
it.
He's
Yes,
fucking
Brandon,
on, boys.
come
It was
on.
in my mind. I
Let's
cannot believe
do it,
it. I was
dude.
thinking it. I was
Oh,
thinking.
cash roll. Keep it
Come
going.
on.
Keep it
Come
going,
on,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Let's go.
Holy. Well,
Flare double whip. Yes.
let's go.
20
Let's
seconds
go.
left. 20 seconds left.
Let's go.
Come on, mate. War-eye that
20
sign.
seconds. Into the wall.
Here we go.
5 flares coming.
Up. What's he got? The
No, he'll
double
do it
tail
on the
whip.
buzzer.
Single tail whip.
Single 5 flare. Come on. Gets it.
Yes, Brandon. Yes, Brandon. That was
Put him to the top.
psycho.
Put him to the top.
Come
That's
on.
a gold medal. That's a gold medal, boys. Where's the comments? Come on.
Dude, that was that was ridiculous. He just seriously double flared in a concrete 10-foot quarter.
I don't want to say any more than in my gut I felt a double flare because I've seen him do so many recently.
Oh my goodness. Dude, that's a second at worst, surely. That was huge. You could see him sucking in the air.
Give him the gold, dude.
Dude,
Give him
double
the
flare.
fucking gold.
Oh, mate.
Dude.
He didn't even blink. He landed it like he just knew that it was happening.
The signature hold the F on face from Brandon.
Dude, how he
I want a
opened
shirt
up.
with that face on it.
He just opened up like an absolute. Oh man, that
Dude,
was sick.
give him the gold. That is.
Wow.
This is the narrative you wanted to see.
Come
he did
on.
that on a.
Let's go.
Come on to
Up,
the top.
Up.
96.
Imagine he overtook Marcus, dude. Imagine.
96.2. I'm on the edge of my seat.
The double flare is absolutely humongous.
I don't think Marcus Christopher did anything to that level, but a lot more that needed to be done. It's
88? What?
What?
Dude.
No way.
That is absolutely a joke.
I feel hard for him on that one, but he's on the podium. He's on the podium. Wow, 88.
88. Dude, he was easily above Kevin Prazo. I know Kevin did some sick stuff, but dude, that's crazy to me.
Interesting.
Oh, Boyd starting off differently. Let's see if he can get his whole run. He's got one shot to do it. Yo, Barspin War-Eye tail whip. Dude, he might be coming from behind here.
This could be a final run burner from him, but he's got a lot.
I knew that.
Not his day.
Such a hard trick to go into. Up onto the wall.
Yeah, it's a tough one getting it on that angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't know what to do with pegs like that, but
that's a big trick
he was
too.
piecing it together.
Boom. Barspin War-Eye tail whip. He would have been psyched that he landed that. Oh, poor Boyd. He's all smiles. Obviously, he'd be a bit disappointed.
Not quite getting what he wanted this time, but
I cannot believe. I'm still a bit in shock that Lupos only got an 88 for that run. Like,
yeah, that was interesting. I feel like that was a huge run from him, and like,
like, did we not see? Like, what did he flare double whip, cash roll?
Was that the first double flare we've seen at X Games?
I think not in best trick. Yeah, I think maybe someone's done one in best trick potentially. Maybe not though. You might be
not in a run. Like,
definitely not in a run. Definitely not one of the first tricks in the bloody run too.
Yeah, I just thought that was unbelievable. It was textbook Brandon, all in, and I fucking loved it, dude. It was so good to see, and it is hard to comprehend what the scores are sometimes, but whether he got the gold or not, he won a gold with me. That's for sure.
Yeah. He yeah, you don't want to say. I mean, obviously, you don't want to think that he's.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's right. I'm very biased, and also we don't owe anything to anyone. We can say our truths. I felt like Brandon Lupos may not have potentially done enough to up Marcus's run, but I think just as a whole, that was a second. That was at least a 92. You know, like that was higher than 91. So
Yeah, I thought so certainly, but yeah, that's I guess how it all goes. You know, people in the questions there, we got much to ask, and who's judging panel? Well, Van, I don't know who's on the panel. I know Van Homan is head judge. Matty Kramer maybe be on judging, I believe, as well. I'm not entirely sure who the whole panel is though. He's calling it. So he should. That was a big score.
yeah, who's on the judging panel? Obviously, Rampfest saying that Brandon should have got second place. I agree. Definitely KP squeezed a bunch more in. I mean, he certainly did a lot of tricks. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, look, they're going straight to the double replay. You can't deny that wasn't the craziest thing you've seen all day. So there was some very, very, very cool tricks there. But wow, Brandon, that's an interesting score to see come through for him. Obviously, the numbers, I keep saying it over and over, they don't mean shit. It's just about where they kind of slot in. The numbers represent, you know, a range, and the range gets you a place. But man, that was a hard one to watch. Just, you know, being that we're all rooting for him, and to do the double flare like that, wow.
Totally. Just saw some images up there of what looks to be some pretty savage weather coming across the skate park. I don't know if they're still riding. Hopefully they are.
Interesting. Yeah, they've got this very, very free and wild live chat table kind of going in the athlete lounge, which is very X Games, young generation vibes. I love it. It's a very different take on how you would expect these things to be running. I think they're doing really well with it.
Up on screen now, Remy Morton, X Games Real Mountain Biking. If you haven't gone and listened to the podcast that I did with Remy, go and listen to it and make sure you vote for him. He's an absolute legend.
And a top bloke. I gave that poor kid hell one weekend at Snakewoods, but he got so loose, and he was so drunk that you could flash his face with the flashlight and you couldn't see for 15 seconds, and just like, and man, you know, it's like at the trails after midnight, it gets pretty wild, and we just had way too much fun picking on Remy. He rode that place so good the next day that I felt bad all day. I'll heckle anyone. Like, I was giving bulky hell until he crept up on me through the darkness. That's when I was like, my life could be taken at any time. He's a legend of a human, and also the biggest, scariest looking man you could ever try and wrestle. But yeah, Remy, what a legend. Really loved how he pulled and pieced together that video with his childhood and the trail line. It's so cool to see. I think he should be so proud of himself. I think it was very genuine piece.
Yeah, for sure. Chris Beaton saying, I think at worst, second place, they used to reward biggest trick way more in X Games. True.
This is exactly right. I fully agree, Chris. Like, I even heard it from one of the guys, and I had to judge Nitro Junior Games. They were meant to just have like a bunch of the BMX dudes do it, and then Rich found out that I'd done a bit of judging before, and I wouldn't say that I had people coming in and trying to tell me what they thought, or like giving me frozen over.
Yeah.